One of the most exciting parts of a new MCU movie or show dropping is the release of our heroes' newest costumes. Is it the this suit? Or maybe it's the that suit? Or it's the, yo man, I can't believe he's rocking that blah 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 suit. Aesthetically, Marvel movies have largely gotten the suits and costumes right, with a few notable exceptions. Every hero has a costume, so that means I need to rank them. I'm Franklin. This is Serious George, and these are the dopest costumes of the MCU, top 15 heroes ranked. Number 15, Hawkeye. As the MCU has marched on, Hawkeye has become a much bigger figure in the unfolding of events. From wanting his character killed off during the first movie, to being the center of one of the emotional climaxes of Endgame, to now launching his own Disney Plus show, our Arrow Man with the plan hasn't had much success in the drip game over the years. Comic accurate-ish, yes. This purple vest with the SHIELD logo situation from the first Avengers movie is certainly not a bullseye. He later redeemed himself a bit with the Ronin garb in Endgame, but quickly lost it when he took the hood off and revealed that damn haircut. Can't really justify him being higher than 15th on this list. Number 14, the Winter Soldier. Much like Hawkeye, Bucky's costumes have been mostly just clothes. The black leather S&M look has been done, and I get it, it's comics, but it's not doing much for me. The face mask helps, but I mean in 2021, masks like that kind of remind me of COVID, so points off for that. The shiny arm with the red star adds a little bit of flair, but not enough to overcome the drab foundation of the costume overall. Number 13, Guardians of the Galaxy. All of them. With there being a total of like 8 Guardians depending on who you're including, I don't have time to rank them individually, especially when they all share a futuristic, leathery, Mad Max in space kind of vibe. Makes more sense to do them as one. Now most of them are fair enough, neither too high or too low, but the bulk of this 12 ranking is on Star-Lord, particularly the helmet and the t-shirts. The red buggy eyes of the helmet really pop against the factory-like backgrounds of the Guardians films, and his space shirt game is definitely on point. Number 12, the Vision. The Vision shit is kinda whack, honestly. He's basically the color of lipstick with a greenish gray suit and a cape. That's it. He comes in at 12 because it's a more traditional superhero costume and I really dig that, plus the lines and contours of the suit do look pretty ill. Still, it's hard for me to justify putting him higher than 12. Number 11, Ant-Man. Coming in at number 11 on our list, we have everyone's favorite everyman hero, Ant-Man. With the helmet sharing some connective tissue with that of Star-Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy, Ant-Man's suit has a basic design and makes good use of color, blending the red with the black in a sharp way. On the negative side, its industrial feel dampens the vibe a bit, and while the red does pop a little, the overall aesthetic is that of a third-rate bad guy in a low-budget sci-fi flick. Ant-Man, that's my guy though. Number 10, Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange's comic-accurate costume is pretty dope overall. The high boots and jacket with high belt gives Doctor Strange strong ninja energy, while the cloak of levitation rounds out the mystical look. The wrist wraps are pretty dope too, kinda like wristbands for magicians. He wears the Eye of Agamotto like a rapper wears a chain and a piece, so he definitely gets bonus points for rocking some mystical ice. What drops his ranking is the high collar on the cloak. I know it was this way in the comics, and thank goodness they actually made it a little smaller for the MCU, but yeah, the high collar is just not super hot. Number 9, Falcon. Coming in at number 9, we have Mr. On Your Left himself, Falcon. Falcon's outfit is pretty dope, another good use of red to make the overall costume pop. The goggles are a nice touch and makes the bird, vision, eagle eye, Falcon connection fairly well. The highlight of Sam's Falcon costume has always been the wings, and these fly him into our number 9 spot. The new Captain America suit he got from the Wakandans is also really dope and another big reason for this high ranking. Number 8, Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel's red and blue getup is highlighted with gold, which is cool and not often used in combination together. Red and blue, sure. Red and gold, absolutely. Blue and gold? Yeah, I think there's a few, but not many tie all three together, and Captain Marvel is certainly capable of pulling it off. Realistically just a Kree Star Force uniform updated with new colors, Carol Danvers makes it her own. After a little help from a young Monica Rambeau, of course. Number 7, Black Widow. Realistically, Black Widow's suit is just a tight leather onesie. My rebuttal to that would be, well, yeah, exactly. The sleek and simple design is perfect for a silent assassin. She can't be making a bunch of noise while she's sneaking around doing international espionage. Just doesn't work out. Bonus points for the Black Widow belt buckle. That's pretty dope. Also, it's a tight leather onesie. Number 6, Scarlet Witch. With the official unveiling of the Scarlet Witch in the final episode of WandaVision came our number 6 Dopest costume. The comet-accurate look is impressive, and the crown is especially enchanting. The dark maroon color has a warm and wicked feel, and black lines break up the color well and add depth to the overall look. There's also what appears to be an M in the crest of her crown, with some saying it's a reference to House of M. Stretch? Yeah, probably. Number 5, Captain America. Coming in at number 5, we have the classic Stars and Stripes. Captain America's iconic suit has graced pop culture in some ways since the 1940s and continues the tradition today in the MCU. I think we can all agree the original, comet-accurate suit with the wings on the helmet are not the reason he is this high on the list. No, it would be the Civil War suit that has him at 5. Oh, and the Winter Soldier cap suit is right there, probably a 1A, 1B situation. The Infinity War suit, which is just the dingy Civil War suit with no star, is just underneath those two, primarily for the story the suit tells, him being on the run and becoming jaded by the government he once proudly represented. That's all deep and shit, but either way, Cap's got some cool ass suits. Number 4, Thor. Thor's original MCU costume was pretty cool, especially with the comet-accurate look and flowing red cape. As he's evolved, his suit has as well, with Dark World being slightly better than the original, Avengers topping that, and so on and so forth, until you get to the ultimate Thor costume in the MCU. No, not Fat Thor in his dingy pajamas, you schmucks. I'm talking about Ragnarok Thor. Everyone knows Ragnarok Thor is the superior Thor look-wise, with the all-black Infinity War and Endgame suits coming in a close second. Number 3, Spider-Man. Spider-Man and his suits are absolutely iconic, no question about it. And the MCU though, dope, but not number 1. The Iron Spider is a personal favorite, with the Civil War suit a close second. The Night Monkey suit in Far From Home looks really cool and just makes me want Venom in the MCU even more. Spider-Man suits are classic and updated at the same time, and the web design is always going to be hard to beat. I'd really like to see the PS4 suit with the white spider logo in the MCU at some point, and hopefully Peter will get a chance to show it off in Homeworlds. Number 2, Black Panther. As iconic as Spider-Man is, Black Panther's MCU suits are in a different league entirely. The black vibranium suit with the silver teeth and accents is a futuristic but instantly classic look, and would have to scare the literal shit out of anyone who would see him drop in on them in a dark alley with his claws out. Kitty. The gold Jaguar suit Killmonger opted for is pretty sick in its own right and looks cool with the gold, but it's not quite as attractive as T'Challa's costume. It's much more gaudy to reflect the wearer's personality. The subtlety in the design of BP's is timeless, and when the royal purple in the vibranium glows, this suit is downright insane. Number 1, Iron Man. Taking the top spot on our list, it's none other than Tony Stark. The genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist has easy access to a high ranking. As the obsessive and all-consumed designer of all of his suits, Iron Man has a plethora of dope options to deploy at a moment's notice. Obviously, the in-game nano armor is up high on the list. The Age of Ultron armor Mark 45 has always been a top 5 Iron Man suit in my opinion, as well as the Mark II based on its simple design. Just pick one though. The suitcase, the Hulkbuster, the Mark 47 from Spider-Man Homecoming. It's pretty easy to find an Iron Man suit that's really dope. He's even got Pepper rocking some armor, and we all know Morgan Stark is gonna wake up and choose violence one day, so I'm sure her shit'll be smacking as well. And that's the list. Please let me know in the comments which of these is out of order or who I left off entirely because they weren't in the top 15 in my opinion. Also, please be sure to like and subscribe with notifications on. I'd really appreciate a sub, so, look out for your boy one time. And plus, you'll also be notified of other super cool Marvel content just like this when it becomes available. For Theorius George, I'm Franklin Beatty.
Kitty.